Well, Hoppity Hooper's life hasn't been the same since Professor Waldo invented Q-Bald, the miracle hair restorer.
Give me a bottle.
Here, I'll take one.
Give me 4 of them.
I want the large economy size.
Look at that crowd of suckers, customers, Osgood. This stuff is selling like hotcakes.
Yeah, well, sure. Whoever hated growing hair with hotcakes?
Little wonder Q-Bald was so successful, for it actually did everything it was supposed to do. It not only grew hair on heads, but everywhere else. People used Q-Bald to repair shag rugs. They used it to turn T-shirts into Angora sweaters. One famous movie star even poured gallons of it on the ground in front of her home.
Yes. Now I've got the only blonde lawn in Beverly Hills.
What does your gardener think of that?
Oh, what gardener? I use a hairdresser.
Tell me, Miss Lavoom, do you want your lawn parted on the side or with bangs?
Hey, Waldo, that's the last of this batch.
I'm sorry, folks. That's all for today.
Oh, that's so bad.
Yes,
Come
more.
on.
We better get back to ring-a-ding spring and fill up some more bottles, Uncle Waldo.
No, Hoppity. First, let me wallow about in all this scratch.
Scratch?
Moolah, my boy, get us. Happy cabbage.
He means money, Hoppity.
Oh, well, I'm glad you're so happy, Uncle Waldo.
Well, there's only one little drawback, really.
What's that?
We made it honestly.
Well, what's wrong with that?
It's a new experience for me.
When you've been a snake oil peddler, making an honest dollar seems like cheating.
Little did our friends know that they had made a bitter enemy, Cyrus Flugelhorn, the notorious millionaire miser, whose investments in wigs, toupees, and scalp wax were now practically worthless.
You're my broker, Crudley. What's the outlook?
Mr. Flugelhorn, if it's hair today, you're gone tomorrow.
Drat and double drat. Lucky for me, I sent Windrip to pay those upstarts a little visit.
But it's not one-way, Windrip. Why, he's a thug, mean, depraved.
Works cheap, too. He'll pulverize those idiots.
But a man in your position can't do a thing like that.
I know. That's why I sent Windrip.
And at that very moment, the sinister Windrip was lurking outside Professor Waldo's caravan.
Knocking over these tree patsies ought to be a lead pipe cinch. And I got just a lead pipe to do it.
Skulking to the door of the trailer, Windrip prepared to do his dastardly deed.
Somebody's at the door, Uncle Waldo.
83, 84. See who it is, Beauregard.
My name is Fillmore.
Well, both of you go, huh? 89, 90.
Unfortunately for Windrip, he hadn't figured on the hardness of Fillmore's head.
Nope, nobody there, Waldo.
But I'm sure I heard a knock. There it is again.
All right, I'll see who it is. Who is it? He's right, Hoppity. There's nobody there.
And what's more, he left his hat.
Let me see that, as according to the way I figure it, the man who owns this hat is 6 feet tall with a broken nose and a mean disposition.
You found out all that from his hat?
No, as a matter of fact, he's standing right behind you.
Yikes!
All right, you guys, line up against a trailer.
He can't get us all. Let's make a run for it.
On the other hand, I'm bound to get one of you.
Don't run, fellas.
No, let's hop instead.
What?
Hop like this.
What the? Stand still, you little creep.
Well, obviously Windrip hadn't figured on our hero's agility. In a few seconds, his gun was empty and Hoppity was unscathed.
I had a line to say here, but it was censored.
Gee, that was keen.
They don't call me Hoppity for nothing, you know.
You mean you charge for it?
Well, it would seem that our troubles are over, Jasper.
You said it, Waldo. Nothing to worry.
Bunthorn, you forgot to set the brake, you addle-peg, you numbskull.
You drove it last.
Well, accidents will happen.
Yes, and it looks as if one's about to happen to Hoppity, for he's trapped in the back of a driverless truck, careening downhill to Hairpin Corner.
Makes you feel warm all over, doesn't it?
Don't fail to see our next episode, How to Straighten a Hairpin. When last we saw Hoppity, he was in a bit of a decline and going downhill fast.
You said it.
Trapped in the back of Waldo Wigglesworth's snake oil van, he was approaching Hairpin Corner at tremendous speed.
That's right.
It looks as if Hoppity is doomed.
Can't you say anything pleasant?
Well, it's a nice day for it.
Thanks.
Then suddenly the truck came up behind another car on the road ahead. A car driven by none other than One-Way Windrip, the meanie who had started the whole thing. On seeing the truck approach, Windrip swore a mighty oath.
Oh, fudge.
Too late. The next thing Windrip knew, he was a reluctant truck driver. Quickly, he applied the brakes. The truck slid sideways to the very edge of the cliff and stopped just in time.
Boy, that was close, mister, and... Oh, it's you!
You bet it's me, Lippy, and we got a little unfinished business to attend to.
And Windrip started out of the cab to attack our hero. Unfortunately, he forgot how close he was to the edge.
But now I remember.
My boy, you're safe.
Yeah, but I wonder why that fellow was out to get us.
They're probably after our money, Hoppity.
But that's wrong, isn't it?
Hoppity, my boy, as you grow older, you will learn that as soon as you have any money at all, somebody's always going to try to take it away from you. And you know what we call that?
Stealing.
No, income tax.
Well, next morning, a dispirited Windrip was being dressed down by that mean miser, Cyrus Flugelhorn.
And you call yourself a thug, letting yourself be outwitted by a frog.
He got the jump on me.
Confound it, Windrip, I want to see results.
Such as?
3 heads on a platter might be nice. Now get going.
And again, Windrip slithered off. This time to intercept our friends at the source of Cue-Bald Hair Restorer, Ring-a-Ding Spring.
Easy, Ulrich. You don't have to fill the bottle so full. Skimp a little.
Gee, Uncle Waldo, it's just water and there's plenty of it.
But, Hoppity, that'd mean giving the suckers an even break.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Nothing, I suppose, but it just goes against the grain somehow.
But just then, Windrip rolled a strange-looking object into Fillmore's view.
Hey, Waldo, I found a pineapple.
Is it right?
I think so. It's ticking.
Chicken! Pembroke, that's a live grenade!
Get down, everybody!
Hoppity's quick action saved his friends, but ruined the spring, for all the water was blown straight up into the air.
Hoppity, there's a fortune up there! We've got to catch it!
But Waldo was too late, and the miraculous hair-growing water fell untouched to the ground.
Oh, I wouldn't say that.
So a short time later in the Flugelhorn mansion...
Mr. Flugelhorn.
Is that you, Windrip? Good heavens, Windrip, what happened to you?
I got the large economy-sized treatment with Cue-Ball.
You must have used up all the cue-ball in the world.
All except this bottle, Mr. Flugelhorn.
Ow! Windrip, you'll pay for that.
And the irascible Flugelhorn began to chase his hairy partner in crime down the street. Suddenly...
Watch where you're going, young fella. What did you say? That blamed kid's got no respect for your elders. Kids?
And Cyrus Flugelhorn looked at his reflection in a nearby store window.
By Godfrey, I do look like a young sprout. Does your mother know you're out, kiddo?
Well, that was the beginning of a new life for Cyrus Flugelhorn. He became a bon vivant, a big spender, a sparkling wit.
23 skidoo, chicken inspector.
Oh, Si, you're a cud. Well, all's well that ends well, Uncle Waldo.
Don't you have one too many wells in there?
What next?
Well, I thought we might go into business in a small way, with just a pea and 3 walnut shells. Now, you just keep your eye on the little pea, young man.
Well, our friends are off on a brand new story. Be sure you see the beginning of it next time in the adventures of Hoppity Hooper,